Hello Aries, welcome back to AncientsIre. Thank you so much for joining me for your mid-March through mid-April Psychic Tarot reading. Please remember that these are generalized readings. They're not going to apply to everyone. So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And also watch your moon and your rising sign, as some months those will resonate better than your sun sign will. Also, please don't force the messages. If it's not for you, it's not for you. You can, however, change the characters, vice versa, or switch around the particulars in this reading. There's no way I could get everyone's particular situation, individual situation, so make it fit if it does resonate on some level. All that being said, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. It looks like, Aries, that in the ending of March you're going to be forced to address some deeply seated wounds in your subconscious. Okay, now these wounds could be from a past relationship that went sour. This could be childhood wounds. This could even be past life wounds, but more than likely this is this current incarnation and past wounds that definitely need to be addressed, that have been overlooked and buried for many. Sorry about that. Let's continue. Yeah, you definitely have good intentions. You have high hopes. You have a dream. You definitely have a belief. You believe in that dream. You're wanting the happy family home unit. I'm seeing here that you want like the perceived perfect family unit, like the Huxtables or something, And on that note, I do see that some of you base, world life, reality on TV shows. Though, just FYI, that is not reality. That is fantasy. However, that is your dream. You want that perfect family unit. The mom, the dad, the two kids, boy and girl kind of scenario. I do see also that, you're trying to keep that dream alive. You are, wishing upon the stars. You're, saying your prayers about this situation. You are trying to manifest this yourself, which is great, except that your partner may not feel exactly the same as you do. Okay? There's definitely a miscommunication or misalignment in some aspect of this, and I feel like this definitely has to do with this dream. Maybe your partner doesn't have the exact same dream as you, and this is something that y'all definitely need to communicate about and come to some sort of compromise if you want this to work. Okay, put your minds together and see also how you can make this happen. Okay, I am seeing for some of you that if you are indeed the Aries that are covering and burying those deeply wounded aspects of yourself, you may be rushing into another relationship to cover up the pain of the past one. The rebound. I definitely don't suggest that. Okay, they cannot fill that void. You definitely need to address things, address that hurt within yourself first. Okay, because until broken people make broken people. So you definitely need to do some self-care, some self-love, some self-healing right now. If this is not you, this is your partner. Okay. You may also be dealing with an earth sign female. This would be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. She is more than likely, this could be, well, for some of you, this could be, childhood mommy issues, okay? Or this is somebody who did not turn out to be the mothering, the nurturer, the stay-at-home mom, kind of woman. She's more of a go-getter. She's a boss bitch, and that might be who you're dealing with or you have dealt with in the past. Okay, so definitely your goals are not aligned at this time, so this is something that you and your partner definitely need to sit down and communicate about and discuss. Okay, because I think you two are on totally separate wavelengths when it comes to your future. Okay, Yeah, because I do see that you are, you're trying to manifest this yourself. Okay, which is not a bad thing, except, you're the only one with that vision, or your partner is. Okay, now if this is not addressed and communicated about on a mature level, I do see that there could be a break in the family unit. Okay, this could be a separation. This could be a pause, a timeout. Something like that. Yeah, honest communication is going to be key for you, Aries. Also, I also feel like somebody's sick of waiting around for something that's not going to happen, or I'm also hearing promises, but never any results. Okay, so if this is you or the person you're dealing with, again, communication. All right, communication and action may be needed to start moving towards that dream, towards that goal, something along those lines. Okay, yeah. Now, again, something from the past is definitely coming back around and demanding your attention, Aries. Okay, this is, it's evident up here and it's evident down here. We've got the past returning, past situation, past people, whatever it is, it's triggering you to face those inner wounds and do some deep soul searching and some deep self-healing. Okay, self-love is definitely needed. You may need to spend a little bit of time apart, okay, if you are coupled, just to do some self-work. All right, and this is something that you're going to have to go deep within. So, when you're working with shadow work, it can get pretty scary and definitely something you don't want to do, but it needs to be done. Okay, shadow work is never fun. Okay, it's dark, it's scary, and it's a road that only you can go on. No one else can go on that path with you, unfortunately. Now, yeah, there's definitely some heartbreak here. That this past heartbreak from, like I said, a past relationship or childhood trauma, whatever it is, this is what needs to happen. You need to address this heartbreak, okay? And heal your heart, because you can't give your partner 100% of you if you're not 100%. Okay, Aries? You owe it to yourself and to your partner. Okay? Let's get some clarification for you on this energy. Let's work with, this one will work. Okay, let's use the vice versa. Clarification for Aries, please. That was a horrible shuffle. Let me try that again. Clarification for my Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What are the messages, the clarification for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising? If y'all can hear that, that's my dog snoring. Sorry. Okay. You may be dealing with a water sign female, which would be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Or this could be just, again, turning your back on emotional issues, okay? Or someone has turned their back on you. It could be abandonment issues as well. All right. Yeah, we've got the Chariot reversed as well. This is a lack of movement, a pause, a stagnation, kind of, spinning your wheels in the mud, kind of a scenario here. I just heard being forced to pay the toll. That's interesting. Okay. Five of Wands. This is arguments, fighting. This is battles, but I do see it is you against yourself. This is the shadow you and and your present you. You're going to have to look at yourself in the mirror and fight those demons that lurk within. Okay, everybody has that shadow side, and if left to their own devices, they can get out of hand, and start festering. Yeah. Yep. I'm seeing, you're going to, the need to analyze your world from an outsider's point of view is going to be helpful for you. Okay. Again, Three of Wands. This is, no longer waiting for things to happen. You need to go and make it happen. Like I said up here, if somebody is tired of waiting around, promises, the need for action, okay, is apparent. No more promises, more do. Okay, let's see what else we got. This inner shadow work, this deep self-healing, self-care is going to take courage. It's going to take courage. It's going to take bravery, strength. You are protected, okay? Don't fear the shadow. The shadow is nothing to fear because you are the shadow. You just need to be able to face that darkness that needs to be healed, okay? And now I'm just repeating myself, so let's go ahead and get an oracle real quick for you. Wrap this up. I'm going to be using my Sacred Rebels oracle. What are the messages for Aries? Mid-March through mid-April. Mid-March through mid-April for my Aries. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Get these out of the way here. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, interesting. Come to Life is the card you got, and it is number 43 for those of you who care. Let's see if you can actually see this card. I love the pictures on this. The imagery is so pretty. I'm 43. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to skim over the important parts, okay? All right. You are the most sacred of all sacred artworks. You are bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. Of course, something being essential doesn't mean it will always be easy. You must support yourself and have courage during this process. Didn't I just say that? Your monkey mind is not to run the show. It might have a lot to say at times and seems very convincing, but it is not the one in charge. Your mind can inspire you with ideas. However, it is the real you that speaks through your rebellious sacred heart and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling cacophony of habitual reactions. I think I said that right. Hopefully. Anyway, beneath the habitual thoughts, there is a deep, sensual, creative, and energetic awakening happening to you. It is so far beyond what the mind is now capable of controlling. Others might not like it because it shakes things up. Coming to life tends to do that. However, it is happening now, and the only real choice you have to make is how to deal with it. Coming to life means feeling. It might bring joy, but it could equally bring sadness, rage, or fear. It could bring all these things and more. Feelings will come and go quite swiftly when allowed to flow. You might need to paint, write, enact ritual, sing, or dance your feelings to help the energy flow. Don't hold back. Create a space for yourself to do it. In this process, you are uncovering the artistry of the universal creator. You are honoring the sacredness of life by exploring it without restraint, and that includes the flow of your feelings. You don't have to do anything with them other than express. You might want to analyze, or you may not. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are getting in touch with feelings. Learning how to access your feelings allows you to learn how to access your intuition, creative inspiration, and genuine internal guidance. These aspects flow from the same place that are often couched with your feelings in the form of emotions as well as physical sensations. All right. Okay, when it comes to your sensuality, you will need to anchor your experiences. You may be blessed with relationships that are conscious enough to be interested in your journey in a constructive rather than controlling or undermining way. If so, talk, converse, share. Isn't that what I said? That's why I love Oracle. They kind of wrap everything up. If not, then you will need to be more resourceful in how you support yourself through your awakening process, at least until you attract some more conscious connections into your life. It is not likely that these connections are already on their way, just because you are working with the energy of this Oracle. This is especially so if you've also drawn the conscious connections, which we didn't. Okay. You can support your own process by scheduling time for yourself and keeping it to it like you would the most important date with destiny. So get to writing in your journal, do some dances, paint your pictures, create your creations, be kind to your body, listen to it, and let it be alive. Even in times of pain, know that there will also be ecstasy and bliss in the process of healing and awakening, and the awakening continues. The message of the Oracle is be alive. Don't imagine you can go back to sleep. You are too awake for that now. There is no falling back into the old ways. If you do so, it will be short-lived and it won't feel the same as it used to. You may grieve this. You will certainly eventually celebrate it. You have crossed the threshold from an old way of being into an old life, and try as you might, you cannot return. It is better to let it go. Grieve if need be. Celebrate if needs be, or do both, and move on into the moment. There is another adventure awaiting you now. You need a deeper connection to your own instincts, body, feelings, and intuition so that you can receive this new calling. You must trust it too, embrace it, and it will embrace you. All right, Aries, I do hope that those messages gave you some sort of insight and clarity and hopefully some guidance. Again, if they did not resonate, then they're not for you. You can also check your moon and your rising signs as well. Or I'll see you next month. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.